right, we are on the Ohio Turnpike headed west. If you were on this road and you wanted to continue to keep going, it turns into Indiana, then in Illinois, and so forth and so on. You could take this all the way to the Pacific Ocean. But Ethan, we're not going that far today. You're not even gonna leave Ohio. Most people who watch this channel say, oh, they're going to the Maumee Antique Mall. Nope. Could say we're gonna pick up a couple antiques, but they wouldn't appreciate that. We are headed to the Toledo airport, which I have only been to maybe twice ever, because my parents, who live in Ohio, but they say they live in Ohio and then they just are snowbirds in Florida in the winter. But the reality is they're in Florida longer than they're in Ohio. But they're coming up just for a couple nights. Unfortunately, I had a great aunt that passed away, my mom's aunt, and they're coming up for the funeral and such. But they're gonna be here for a few days, and Ethan and I, Ethan's off today, we're headed to the Toledo airport this morning, gonna pick them up, and they're, like I say, gonna be here a couple days. We'll take them back in just a few days. So, snowing a little bit, but not too bad. I hate that they have to come home for the reasons they're coming home, but I am glad to see them. I guess we're here. Like I said, I've only been to this airport once or twice. It's a small airport. It's just Toledo Express. It is, what time is it, Ethan? It's 8:30. Their plane is supposed to land at 8:38. So we got like 8 minutes grace. We got to park. We will walk in. Hopefully they.
Sorry, I'm stretching.
It's only like an hour drive. All right. We'll see. All right, they're flying Allegiant. We just pulled in, parked in the first spot available, which is right up front. Ethan, how about the good old days? You used to like walk. If you're like, I dropped my grandma off the airport.
Yeah.
We'd walk her all the way out to the terminal and watch her take off. And here you can kind of. This is the you know, we're not passengers. We're not travelers, but you can see.
I'm just saying, you know, you're in this airport when you can standing right here and see the runway, and you can look right down there and you can see the parking lot.
Yeah.
It's not a very.
It is a very small. There's only 2 flights today. Notice that?
I think it's what it's.
At least 2 Allegiant flights.
I think they're coming in and then they're both taking back off and going back.
Yeah. They both come from Florida.
And departure, Sarasota and St. Petersburg.
Yeah. So turn around and go right back. I don't know if they're coming in here. This is number 4, but now my phone, the Allegiant app, it says 8:37, but the screen's 8:54, so we'll see. All right, we might have missed their land because, yeah, I bet that's it. It has to be. There's only one plane.
Right.
I don't know that we would have seen it from this angle anyway, but my mom texted and said we're landing, and then she said, well, we've landed. Yeah, from what I can tell, there's only one airline, which is Allegiant, that flies into that flies into this airport. This one's coming from St. Petersburg, and then it's going to leave again in an hour, and then one comes in from Sarasota tonight, and then leaves back in an hour. Other than that, there's no flight scheduled for the whole day.
Yeah. Good airport to go to, because like there's really nobody here, so you don't have to do all the hassle of waiting in these long lines, and then you still got to go through security, of course, but you don't it's not as busy and as hectic as most airports.
Yeah, I never thought we'd actually get footage of their plane, and then there's what is that arm called? Is that the arm that you walk through? Is that a terminal?
There's also the airport terminal is like inside.
Yeah, what is the name of that thing?
I feel like it would be a terminal.
It's called a jet bridge is the official title. I always called it a terminal, but I understand like the terminal is also the airport, Terminal A, Terminal B, but
Just recently I was thinking of the
jet bridge. I have. It's been a long time ago.
It's pretty cool.
All right, let's go. I don't think they're gonna walk in here. Let's go walk and see what they're gonna come in at. I think they're here. How you doing?
He was coming.
What?
Lincoln was